Hello, this is Mercury Rises from Clash of Empire, also called Last Land, and my k368 captain has a captain. My son was gracious enough to choose me when he had a few choices and told me to accept so that I could be his assistant. He'll be R5 and I'll be R4. So I went into here to show you how it prompts you to create this little castle. Now, this little castle is in the Kingdom of 368 with the main, and it starts out as most any other account where the Beauty Manor opens up and it goes through all of the Lord's trials, and you're supposed to play all the games inside of the little castle. So I decided to do my beauty first to get her happy so that my Merlin will have better luck. I don't really like Merlin, and I didn't really do it for quite some time, actually. I made 2 videos, and I hadn't even done the Merlin yet. But I upgrade the castle, and then as soon as I get the Wishing Well and the University opened up, I upgrade those, and then I start on the development research and go into the military research. And then after a few upgrades on the castle, you have to upgrade the wall. Now, I don't like using the speed in the beginning very much. I try to let it time out because I want to save that speed. But a lot of these builds are pretty quick, and I just wanted to show it to you here. So we do it all the way to a C6, and at a C6, we're able to actually talk on Kingdom Chat. So I can talk to my friends through my captain on Kingdom Chat to let them know that I have it. I'd been asking people for days, maybe even weeks at this point, if anybody had the captain mission, and nobody had yet until my son had alerted me that he got the captain in his account, his new account actually, that was had been built by a previous uni player, and it had been built as free to play, and it's one of the toughest castles in the kingdom, so he's very privileged to have that account. And it just so happened that the gentleman had done the application for the captain before giving over the account. So when he saw that it was available, he was very excited that this could be something that would help him build this account. Now, the account's already strong, but who's going to argue with 300 gold cards if that's possible? So, like I do, I open the university, I open the Wishing Well, I get my research going, and there's not a whole lot that can be done at this point because it's only going up to a level 6 in the university. But I do start with development, and I get the construction research going and the research going. And because what I'm wanting to do is get the training capacity opened up. Because when you're training little T1s and T2s, it just doesn't take very much time. So I want to open up that training capacity to where at least there's a bit over an hour of my troops training. And I want to get as many troops into this little castle as I possibly can. Now, usually before I get to C6, I like to, around C4, C5, I've got enough men, I like to go ahead and loot one of my farms or loot my main castle. It's a lot easier to do it at C6 because then your march capacity is around 4,000 and some. So you get a lot more resources that way. It's still not very much, but it's something. And the resources that go into that castle can just train more troops. And I mentioned this before, that once we're prompted to go to the new kingdom, we're not going to have time to train a bunch of troops. Our castle has to be erected very quickly, and the march capacity gets larger and larger. So my goal for the several days that I have before the kingdom opens, and of my experience, the kingdom opens on Thursday in my morning between 2 and 5 in the morning. Now, game time, that's around 9 to 11 o'clock in the morning. So it will vary with wherever you're located, obviously. So I'm trying to get more troops trained, and it doesn't really pay to use an upkeep reduce for this size troops because you're not really using that many resources. I do a little bit of the Lord's Trial. I was kind of avoiding Merlin, um, but I went into the vendor to see what I could find as far as resources on sale for resources and speed for resources. And I don't spend any gold because I'm trying to accumulate that gold. The gold that we get in the captain, I use all that gold for hero cards. Now, firstly, of course, I need to get the gift codes that every new castle gets, which is VIP 666, VIP 777, VIP 888, and VIP 02. So I went ahead and put those in. Those give a lot of prizes in my mailbox, and that helps a lot. The most important thing I think for the captain is to use your stamina. You get a lot of prizes that way. You get first kill prizes. As you are upgrading your heroes in the hero hall is opened by C6 so that you can build your heroes and get some in there. Use as many cards as you can. So I had to upgrade the wall after, I think, to get to C5. And so I upgraded the wall. That's very important to where you can get the castle upgraded again. But I want to make sure that all these important things are to a level 6. Now, I did open